a disappointing defeat, but would you say they were 3 goals better today?
No, I've just said that, lads, and it was never a 4-1 game. We obviously threw caution to the wind and went for it in the end, and left with a little bit exposed. But I think I think I had 5 or 6 chances they had, and they scored 4. And I said to the lads, that's probably a view of the next level, so to speak. We played some lovely football. We just didn't have enough up front, if I'm honest with you. We had a little bit of a change in formation as such, when Robbie not being here, Nipper not available, really injured. So I've changed it slightly, and I thought we caused them all kinds of problems in the first 15 minutes. And then the goal was a bit of a sucker punch, and it could have been nipped in the bud early, but we'll let things happen. It was good play by them in and around the box, but it was a bit of a sucker punch, took the wind out of the sails, and then they got the second one off a couple of mistakes. And I just think it was so frustrating, because I felt for the lads, because a bit of a patched up team, but they dug in, and one thing which I loved about it is that they didn't let their heads go down. They kept fighting away there, and that was a team talk at half time. We had to make sure that didn't happen, and I think we'll give it a real good go after half time, to be honest. If we've got an early goal, then anything could have happened, but we got done on the counter, unfortunately. But a little bit of quality from them, and it puts the game to bed, and then we'll give it another good go again, as my teams always will. Unfortunately, we'll always give it a go, and pulled one back and left ourselves wide open again. But again, we've seen what the next level's like, and it looks big, it looks physical, and a little bit quicker. So it was a nice eye opener, and I think if Webby's had the other 3, Robbie, Dale and Nipper and Reedy, I think we could have probably got something. On top of that, I was just speaking in there, we've got them 3 missing, Jordan Watson and Louis Horner, physical lads who can deal with that side of it. So I can't be too disappointed. Yes, we're not in the hat for the next round, but the performance wasn't too bad, to be honest with you.
Was there enough in that final 10 minutes to show you if we had the likes of Robbie and Reebok who might be able to compete with conference teams?
Yeah, definitely. But people say that you can easily say that, but I think anyone who's been at Croft Park or who's seen us play, that we're a different team when we've got them in there, and you've got probably 5-year top players out of this team. It's always going to have a negative effect, but I'm not going to discredit the lads that come in. I thought they worked hard. Again, some of the football was lovely at times. It was really a pleasure to watch. And I'll ask as the fans to be understanding if that's the way we play. I'm not going to get the ball from A to B and get runners in there. We will play from the back. If people press for it, I ask the lads to play around them. As simple as that. And that's the way I want to play football. That's the kind of players I've got at this football club. So all I'm asking the fans is to be patient and understand that's us.
And a positive was that Greg Rutherford got on the score sheet again. How impressive you with him when he's came in the side? And
he's done smashing, Greg. I had to change his little game today. He kept running in behind, which I didn't want to do that. I needed to be the pivotal point because we'd never had the support up to him quick enough. So I was trying to get that into him. But as soon as he got his goal, I just seen loads of pressure come off him when he come to life again. So I wish he'd scored in the first minute. We would have maybe got a bit more off him. But no, it was a tough task for him today, and it's just working on him. But again, we were doing the bare bones. I couldn't really change anything, and it was what it was. And I kind of felt the lads' effort, and maybe I got it wrong by doing the wrong team shape to start off in, but you've got to have a go sometimes. So I thought they'd done alright.
Ended in defeat today, but as a defender, do you feel like you had much to do in that game?
I mean, yeah, it was a difficult game. You know, I think a couple of goals we conceded were a bit soft, which at bad times in the game, you know, which got them into the game and give them a good head start, which we could have prevented maybe if we were a bit sharper in the box, picking up men and stuff. But I think we come into the game a little bit towards points, but we didn't really punish them when we had a couple of half chances. We didn't create too much, to be fair, but other than that, yeah, I thought we were a bit unlucky with the scoreline, but I think they were probably the better team on the other day.
And arguably the 2 first goals were 2 defensive errors. As a defender, how quick do you have to erase that from your mind and carry on? I
think we've just got to forget about it and get on with the game, haven't you? You know, it's no point in dwelling on it. You just got to concentrate on the next thing that comes out your way, you know.
In the final 10 minutes, did have a go. Greg got a goal back. Do you feel with players maybe like Robbie and Sean Reid might actually got something from them, got something in the game?
Yeah, I mean, we did have a go and it was a good finish by Greg. And obviously, missing players like that's always going to affect your team. But we had enough out there today, maybe to nick something, but just wasn't our day in the end.